We're live. Welcome to another League of Legends Momentum session number 17 with our coach Warren. Warren, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Having a good morning. How about yourself?
Good morning. Good.
Yeah.
So some exciting developments. I have not retired, but put Timo on my backup option list, and have gone all in on Heimerdinger mid.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had like an almost 80% win rate with him ranked.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm losing, it's because I have to jungle Heimer. That doesn't work very well. Or the usual reasons, right? Like, oh, our Pantheon is just feeding or whatever, right? The usual reasons why you would lose those terrible games. But otherwise, just dominating. I played one game against bots, then one game in Team Builder, and then just went ranked. And just started dominating.
At least you played your bot game to get comfortable with the character. Some people would just be like, I want to learn how to play Heimerdinger, go straight into rank. Right? Like, those people make it difficult for you to win.
Yeah, first time Heimer.
Exactly.
But yeah, one bot game, one Team Builder game, and then rank.
It's good you did that.
I was feeling super comfortable with it. I still don't have all the mechanics and everything down. Every game I play, I'm getting a little better at, but I'm dominating at my level. I got promoted, Silver 4, so I moved up a level already.
Mm-hmm.
With Timo, I was stuck at Silver 5, winning, losing. I couldn't get out of it. I had to play against the Heimer, though, top lane as Timo, and I beat him, which was fun. I've been building. Let me show you what I've been building. So I already have more. What is this? You know this thing? This
Yeah.
I'm already higher up on Heimer than I was on Timo, even though I played more games on Timo than Heimer. I'm building. Where is it? Heimer. Here. That's my build path. I usually don't do Medjais.
Mm-hmm.
Take that out.
You're getting Portal too early. It should be your third item.
After the rod? Or the voice staff, you mean?
It could be after Death Cap. It could be after your what's it called here? Luden's Echo. Right. Could be like you could go like because I know Morello Nomicon is really good on him. Like you could get that instead of one of like Echo, Zhonya's, and Death Cap. Usually you don't get like 3 large rod items. Usually you get 2. Right, and you can go Morello Nomicon for a bit more cooldown reduction, which means more turrets, so when people kill them, you can replace them. Right, you don't need cooldown reduction on him, it's just good. And Morello Nomicon is a cheap and good item, so it gives you mana regen, gives you stuff. It's a stable item. Yeah, it's like the reason I say you're getting ZZ Raw Portal too early is because it still doesn't do much for you in lane.
Well, it gives me strength.
Resists. It gives you, it does, but it's strength you don't need, right? You don't really want to take damage as Heimer, you know?
Really, I take it. Well, they come in, right? Like jungler comes in, I get double kills on mid laner.
Yeah, but that's mainly because like you just lay your ult down in Zhonya's, you know? Like that's like you lay your ult and they're in 2 turrets as well, and then you Zhonya's. You just run around in Zhonya's, they can't do anything. Your portal doesn't really contribute to that.
Yeah.
Right? So it would be better for you to go something like get your Death Cap there, right? So just go Zhonya's into Death Cap. Right? And then after that, right, if you need to do more damage, like nobody can like get to you or whatever, but you need to do more damage, just get the Void Staff. Right, but if you're doing well, but you need to like people are getting to you and like it's getting kind of scary, or they have a Zed that can come onto you or whatever, get the ZZ Raw Portal. Right, the resist will help you.
Okay.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. So my strategy with ZZ Rod, depends on how our team is doing. I'll often, if we're not pushing at their tower, then I'll run to top or bottom lane, whatever lane is kind of being ignored, and just pop it behind our tower so that it pushes the lane while we're team fighting in mid.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of stacks the waves, and then start crashing their turret. And then obviously as we get into later game, I'm using it at their base. It's pretty.
Are you 1v1ing turrets yet?
Oh yeah. With ZZ Rot, I just sit outside their base.
Mm-hmm.
I have my ZZ Rot, and then I have 3 turrets protecting it. And,
What summoners do you take?
Usually heal and flash.
Okay. Do you really need heal? How many times do you use heal in a game?
It's the mobility. Heimer is so slow.
So why would you get heal for mobility instead of ghost?
I thought about ghost. It's the mobility plus the because I have the way I'm playing it. Maybe it's wrong, but the way I'm playing it is I'm in on almost every team fight, right? Like
Yeah.
at the beginning, I feel super confident, super strong. Nobody can take me out. I'll 2v1, in the early laning phase because I've got the turrets. It's mad protection. But as we get into later game, it's a little bit harder where I feel like I need the protection of my team around me because if I do 2v1, it's a lot harder to survive it. So I'm always around my teammates and serve as their the helper. Like I want a team fight, I want to get in the middle of it, I want to drop my massive turret and do some damage. So the issue with that is that big turret has a really limited range.
Uh-huh.
So I try to get right in the middle and pop it.
Yeah, but the thing is, the problem is that you're trying to get into the middle of the team fight.
Yeah.
To pop it. But what you do is you stand on top of the AD carry, on your allied AD carry,
Okay.
right? And they will try to come in and dive your AD carry, right? And you're going to let the middle of the team fight come to you and then pop your ulti there, right? And then you're going to be with the AD carry focusing your turret damage on one target, right? That's how you team fight with Heimer.
Sorry, can you say that again? What do you want me to do? You want me to stay with my AD carry?
So yeah, you're with your AD carry. So the AD carry's in the back line, right?
Yeah.
Right. So be with your AD carry, right? A bit in front or a bit like astray on the side, but still like in response range with your AD carry, right? And then so they'll want to initiate onto your AD carry, right? So they'll go deep and they'll penetrate to your back line, and because they're behind you now, right? You are now in the middle of the fight. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So then you can lay down your ultimate there, and you can lay down your ultimate in the middle of the fight. You didn't have to work for it. It just happened naturally for you.
Okay.
Right? So you have now divided the fight, right? And then you go with your AD. You make a choice. Like if you're closer to, if you could just instantly give somebody, go and assassinate them. But 9 times out of 10, what you should be doing is just matching your damage with the AD carry. Right, because if you quickly burst that target, you'll win the fight. Right?
So you want me to be with the AD carry, then wait for them to initiate on him, and then drop my ultimate?
Well, they don't have to necessarily use any skills onto him, but they just have to like tunnel vision onto them so you can walk past them and lay your ult down. You know? You have your Zonias, so if they turn on you, you can just lay your ult in Zonias.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just a really good way to get your AD carry to do damage. And just be free.
Okay. Okay. I'll try it. I'm not sure if that my elo that's that coordinated of a team fight.
Yeah, but once you put that turret down,
yeah,
especially at your elo, and it's in the middle of a fight, at your elo, they're immediately going to be thinking either like we need to run away because that turret's going to do a lot of damage, or we need to kill that turret because it's going to do a lot of damage, or we need to kill these people and get it quickly. And it's going to cause like everyone to have different thoughts, you know.
For the most part, I try to lay it down once they've already initiated.
Yeah.
And usually, the way I get a lot of kills typically is they're so focused on that target that they started attacking. It's like I'm not leaving until I attack that target. and so they forget it that there's this ginormous turret there sucking their damage.
Exactly, exactly. Right, and this way, like the way I just told you, is a way for like you to get it every time for free. You don't have to work for it.
So if I understand that again, let me repeat that back. So in the team fight, I'm staying back with my AD carry.
Uh-huh.
I'm waiting for them to initiate. So before that, I'm putting down my regular turrets and using my W and E and whatever.
Yeah.
And then when they initiate, or they try to initiate and they're focusing on the AD carry, that's when I drop my ultimate.
Yeah. In between the line, like don't put it in front of their front line. Right? Put it behind them, right? So that it's in between their back line and the front line. That way they can't get past your turret.
Right, that's what I try to do, but I walk right in the middle of it.
You want to set it down as a pylon, right? It alters the terrain of a team fight.
Yeah.
Right? So you just want to set it down, and then they're just like, oh no, what do I do? Where do I go?
Right, okay. Okay.
So
cool, okay. Well, I'll keep trying. I mean, I've had crazy success on it so far, so at some point I'm sure I'll get a lot more resistance. Yeah, it's awesome, man.
I'm glad like you found somebody that like is really appealing to you. Do you have any games?
Yeah, lots.
Yeah, could you send me you said mid, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
I usually. What do you want? You want a mid?
Replay. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm support. Support Heimer is actually pretty strong too.
It's the problem is his gold income.
What do you mean? Let me put a link in the. Oh, jeez.
Well, he doesn't have the ability to get the items he needs to be relevant late game. Your elo like late game really doesn't happen often because people give up before it can happen. But that being said, the lost my train of thought here. Yeah, so like late game doesn't happen in bronze really, so people give up. But when like you're in a higher elo and late game happens, he needs items. Otherwise, he's doing irrelevant damage. Like if you build one magic resist item against a Heimerdinger with just his Zonias, his damage is ignored. It's negligible. He needs pen.
Okay.
Okay, so I am downloading replay.
I find as support, if I put the turrets just at the very, like right up against the wall in the bush, then it doesn't, I usually don't take many minions from my AD carry. And every time they try to ward the bush, they're taking damage. It's better than I thought it would be. It's better than support Teemo.
Who are you facing mid here? Cassiopeia, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tougher when there's somebody with range that can destroy my turrets. But I don't think I've lost a lane in any of my matches yet. I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's coming I'm playing in my I played in my promotion series to get up to Silver 4, and the first game I had to play jungle. So okay, I could do Teemo jungle, but I played Heimer jungle and we lost. Heimer jungle, terrible. It's just cooldowns aren't. I should have invested in cooldown runes or something because I don't get the turrets up fast enough. And then I won the next game, and so then the last game was the final game, and I told my team, guys, please let me mid. Look at my OP.GG. I have an 80% win rate on Heimer. Please let me play mid, because I was last pick. Anyway, they gave it to me.
So, I'm in screen share. Can you see my screen? Okay, so let me just get the score display out of here. So right at the beginning of the game here, now you know like when I am teaching about these things, like I like to speak about like efficiency. Everything you do needs to have a reason. So I just want to ask, why did you place this turret here?
Okay, so usually what I'll do is I'll put. Oh, you can see. Oh, you can see my mouse. Good. Okay, I'll usually put one turret here, maybe a little bit forward, just so that when the first wave crashes in, I have uh, it attacks the minions, and then I'll put two more on flanks, like here and here.
Okay, so what is this? What is the back turret for again?
So I'll always make a triangle, or I'll try to make a triangle,
Yeah,
and I'll
yeah,
try to stand in the middle of it.
yeah,
So I want two at the front, because if I have one at the front, sometimes the minions will kill it. But two
yeah.
at the front, they don't.
Okay.
So I make a
So
triangle, I'll put the back one first, and then two up.
okay, so these are some strong formations. Okay, so one strong formation is to put one here,
Oh, that
right?
far forward? Okay.
Right, because this turret doesn't touch the wave.
It'll hit the first. It'll hit the first, but it won't hit the back line.
Yeah, the wave. I mean the entire wave. You
Right.
get
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have access to the entire wave, so it's not as efficient as it could be.
Okay.
And when you're playing Heimerdinger, your playstyle is essentially just push them to the turret and leave. Push them to the turret and leave.
Okay.
Push them to the turret and leave. That's your laning style.
Okay.
Right? And how Heimerdinger, like the advantage to Heimerdinger's playstyle is he pins the opposing mid laner to their turret so they can't influence the map at all. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? And he's very safe. Right? So you have to play Heimerdinger aggressively.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So the turret setup that you can use, right, is you put one here,
Okay.
right, and then one here,
Okay.
right, and then one here, right, and then you stand in this region.
Okay.
Okay.
So some of the I'm wondering. So the turrets are affected by AOE spells and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I try not to put them right next to each other, because then they could be killed by one spell. Maybe not at level 1.
Yeah, but what you do, right? Because like turrets, they kind of like it may seem kind of long, but it's pretty fair considering their spells and mana costs and stuff like that. But if they use a spell to do this, to hit this, right? What you do is you use that as an opportunity to hit them with free rockets or stun grenade,
Yeah.
right? Because they have to stop to toss that spell, right? So when they stop to toss that spell, they're getting hit by that and taking the damage. So then if you keep stacking them like this, like yes, you're saying they'll use an AoE spell to take them out. But you having that knowledge gives you the opportunity to punish it.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? You're forcing them to do something that you know they're gonna do, so you're gonna punish it. Right? So that's why you do that, and this applies more pressure. What you were doing before had a more balanced setup,
Yeah.
right? It was more so you said it was something like this, right?
Yeah. First one is probably a little wider, but then I get into that. Yeah.
So like here?
Yeah. I mean, you could see. We could play, and you can see where I do it. But yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so like with this turret, it hits the front like kinda, but and it's pretty safe. It pushes for you, right? This one it's not protected by anything,
Yeah.
right? And this one is not protected by anything. So
Yeah.
if you're standing on this side, this turret dies,
Sure.
right? If you're standing on this side, right, this turret dies.
Yeah.
So in order for you to play this lane balanced, right, you have to be standing here,
Yeah.
right? But your mobility is like when you're in the center of a lane, you're equally as exposed from either side, right? So if the jungler comes here, right, you'd have to run this way, and you would lose these turrets, right?
Okay.
Now in the other setup, like we'll talk about jungler influence. Right, in the other setup, so where you have the two, I think it was like right. I have to actually see minions to give you a better call,
Okay.
but it's not. I just want to give you like a reference here. So it's like it's like this. This one should be a little bit further down actually. So ignore this. So in a setup like this, like let's say the jungler would come here.
Yeah.
Right? Because of how your lane's set up, their carry would be here. Now they can't walk straight to you. Right? So what you can do is you can just walk straight down, right? And then cut up here. Right? And then go straight down again if they're trying to fight you. But their mid can only get to you if they're walking straight up this way.
Yeah.
Right? So if they choose that path, they're smart. But if they're walking straight to you, you take this fork path, okay?
Yeah.
But if they're taking the path that goes straight up like that, just walk straight down, right? And it's a 1v1. Right? But this is your most exposed, the best way that they could get you.
Right.
Right? Is if they did a gank like this, right? And it would just be you 1v1ing the jungler.
Right, and he's underleveled at that point.
Exactly. Right? Now let's say they were to come on this way, right? What you could do is you could just stand back here, right, and just kite them. You could walk into the jungler and just kite them into your turrets, and if worse comes to worse, you could just walk down this way.
Okay. Yeah, my auto attacks suck, man. Heimer does nothing on auto attacks.
They're not bad. Like
they're so bad. But he makes up, like, the turrets definitely make up for it.
Yeah, you have to understand, like, he's not an AD champion.
No, I know.
So, like, his auto attacks are obviously not going to be as good as a Teemo or people, like, that rely on auto attacks. But his auto attacks are fine. Like, you just got to get used to the damage.
Okay.
Like, what I mean by that is they're not negligible. Like, you should be auto attacking your opponent, you know?
Okay.
So let's see this. Fast forward. Okay.
So now she's coming in. I don't know that I can do much there. Maybe I should, but I'm...
Okay, so
she's using her spell to poke down my turret, which is fine. Like, it's common in mid. So, like, again, that would be my concern. Like, she uses it on... If she gets one turret, it's fine. But if she gets two, that's a big deal.
So specifically against Cassiopeia, or maybe just this would work out better, right? This turret could be brought up here, right? Or here, right? And then you could place another turret here, right? Because they can't get hit by her Q, right? Like both of them can't get hit by her Q, and then you could place another turret like here. No, it's too far. It'd have to be like here. Right, and like if you start off the game like this, like you would just be pushing the wave extremely hard.
Constantly, yeah.
Right, and like that's a good way to start the game because there's no jungle pressure.
Yep.
Okay, so a line like that would be really strong against her. Like if she tries to go here, right, she'll be focused by both of these.
Yeah.
Right, and look how much damage she takes. But your positioning, what you need to start doing is like you set up these two and you stand with them.
Okay.
Right? Like you could stand like here ish and you need to like auto attack her when she tries to do stuff to you because you'll win the trades every time.
Okay.
Right? Just stand where like you know your turrets will back you up and you'll win.
Okay. Yeah, I have self-healing too, right, as my passive.
Exactly. Like, Heimer has everything he needs to dominate a lane. Okay, so how...
Hello?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the situation here.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
You want that entire line moved forward.
Sorry?
You want that entire line moved forward.
Well, what I'm thinking here, right, is
Because it's true, I'll miss minions because I can't. I'm getting used to the last hit because it's really it's a lot harder on him than on Teemo to last hit. So I got to do it. Got to be more conscious of it. When there's no turrets. When there's no turrets.
You could, okay, so you could do this setup. Like, you could just do the 2 instead of the 1 here. Right, so you just do these 2 to get to push the wave.
Okay.
Okay. And then when it gets to the point where you get pushed and you have, like, your 3 stack against them, right, you could place 1 turret here on this side, right, and 1 turret here. Actually, here against Cass. Yeah, like you could bring your line up, right? Because if you do that, she's on the back foot the entirety of the laning phase.
Right. Okay.
Right,
So,
and then if the jungler, the reason you do it on this side is because the jungler should be on that side, which he is, right? So if he decides to like come through here or whatever, right, he has to deal with these.
yeah.
Right, so you could just walk straight down on that, you know, and she can't walk through them. Right, that's the whole point of Heimer. It's like you separate yourself and the mid laner with turrets.
Yeah.
Right, so that if you do get ganked, you could walk through your turrets, right, and the jungler can't get to you, and the other person can't get to you. Right, always whenever you see somebody there, have your finger on flash. If somebody flashes, you flash.
Okay.
Right, because that's the way you beat Heimer. Right, because you have to flash on top of him, or like dash in and flash out. That's how you beat Heimer. So you have to make sure that your reaction time is good. Okay.
Yeah.
Bring your line up. So that should have been an auto attack.
Yeah. Okay.
On her, like here, like you still should be auto attacking her.
Okay. Yeah, I don't do it enough for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I auto attack at all. So that's good to know. I'll poke a lot with my W when I get it, but at level 1 I don't auto attack.
So you see how she does like her Q?
Yeah.
Right. As soon as she does that, right, she backs up. Remember that habit I talked to you about that you had?
Yeah.
Right. It's the same thing. Like as I said, a lot of people have it.
Yeah.
Right. And it's very exploitable. But that being said, in addition to her habit, her Q is on cooldown, her only spell.
Yeah.
Right? So you can walk up and bring your line up. Right? Heimerdinger is a very line-based champion.
Yeah.
Okay? So the way you got to think about him is your neutral line is here. Right?
Yeah.
This is when you're farming neutrally.
Yeah.
Right? When you're farming aggressively and denying ganks from the left side, right, your line is like this. Right, it's like that, and then you have a break right here, and you go like that. Right, the reason you break your line is so you can walk through here. Right, it gives you more control.
Okay.
You know, so you basically put 2 turrets here, right, and then you put 1 turret here, right, and so you can walk. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's your aggressive side, denying the ganks on the other one. The other one is mirrored. It's here, here, and there, and this area. Right, that's your aggressive line doing it like that, and then totally just disregarding the jungler because they're behind or whatever. Here, here, and here.
Okay.
Okay, so like if you're really strong, if their mid laner can't do anything to you,
Yeah.
right, and you can really just push for free kind of thing,
Yeah.
you just set your turrets up like this, and you stand right here, right, and you just keep moving back and forth. The reason you keep moving back and forth is because you need to proc your Luden's Echo.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
So I'll get that earlier. I mean, my Luden's Echo is in my build now is like my last item, I think.
Okay, no, then that's okay. I'm just saying in general, like you got to keep moving when you have it.
Yeah.
So, because a lot of people, like when I see them, they build the Luden's Echo and then they stand still a lot, or they'll build a static shiv, but they want to attack move.
Right.
So, yeah. So when you build Luden's Echo, make sure like moving is a part of your style.
Yeah.
So have you memorized these patterns now? You got
Yeah,
these patterns down? They're
yeah.
relatively easy, right?
What's that?
They're relatively simple patterns, right?
Yeah, they're pretty simple. I'll have to try it out. I mean, I think the biggest revelation is just being more aggressive at the start, because I do play, at least at the start, I play very back and then slowly move forward, but I could be more aggressive.
Mhm.
Already, this is way more aggressive than I was on Teemo, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm looking
So
to.
you saw how much damage your auto attack did?
No.
It did almost 50.
Okay.
Okay. So two of your auto attacks, just two, is a
Yeah.
full bar of hers.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
So
Yeah, I could do more. So here I'm a little more cautious because I don't have any turret protection. Where if I had my turrets, I could do better. So
mhm. No, you're right to be cautious here because this is the time that jungler should be ganking. So you're right, and you're standing in the right side as well.
see, I'm trying to poke with my W a lot. Every time it's up, I'm
So here, specifically here,
yeah.
okay. Just this is in this specific MOBA, and you'll run into this moment in the future, but don't do this in every game because you can get punished for it. When
Okay.
your opponent has spammed too much mana like this,
Yeah.
right, you should be standing up here.
Oh, okay.
Because if they do that, like the problem is like if they didn't do that and they had like this mana but the same HP, right,
Yeah.
the jungler could gank you and she would do damage,
Yeah.
right? But because she doesn't have any mana, right, you just like you can walk here and you would deny her experience.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a big thing,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, you can deny her CS, but denying her experience is even bigger.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah, like
it's very there, but you see, I attack. That W, man, that W does damage.
you also gotta yeah, like think about it when you're going over your games and your replays and you see a person at this health,
Yeah.
right? Add up the missed auto attacks that you've had, like the auto attacks you didn't take,
Yeah.
right? And be like, where would she be with that,
Yeah.
right? And then like you could be like, wow, that could have changed the entire lane.
Yeah.
Autos are important, and for
Yeah.
everyone watching, like don't ignore the value of autos. They're really important. Okay, so what I'm seeing with Heimer is like you're not bringing your lineup. If
Yeah.
you're moving up with Heimer,
Yeah.
you have to bring your lineup.
Yeah. That was such a stupid jungle move. What did he do? Just to get a minion? What was that?
He tried to go in, but Cass probably said no.
Cast?
That was a nice one.
Yeah, she's smoking down her pots.
Yeah.
Gotta love Heimerdinger.
If you were here,
Yeah, I'd be
okay,
better.
but yeah, but if you were here, I just want to like talk about the effects of it.
Yeah.
She would be pinned to her turret,
Yeah.
right? And because she's pinned to her turret, she can't back to base,
Right.
right? But like, because you can just keep pinning her to her turret, right? And you can keep poking her with your like W's and stuff like that. And she used to farm to a clock, and she can't back to base because if she backs to base, you'll get a wave, maybe even two over her,
Yeah.
right? So and like Heimerdinger can farm when he's like not even in the lane, so
For a little bit, yeah.
yeah.
The other thing it does is give me mad dragon control.
hmm
I can support a lot. I can solo dragon.
Oh, yeah, we have to figure out like when exactly you can solo dragon.
I just need two turrets. It just takes a long time. That's all. The
No,
dragon,
yeah, but like efficiently, you know?
yeah,
Like you can't be off the map for more than a minute, right? Maybe like a minute 20 without like people getting suspicious.
yeah,
So you have to figure out like when it would be advisable to do that move. And plus, like being out of lane for that long is
I'm missing gold and experience
yeah,
here. Yeah. Oh, there. So now I'm moving my line up, but it may be too
yeah.
late. Yeah.
No, it's an early. You're an early Heimerdinger, right? So I didn't expect you to know about line work. Okay, so here,
Yeah.
Do you have it? Okay, so you should place. You should be choosing the aggressive option now over the passive option.
Yeah.
Not in terms of like run in and go, but like when he fired that missile at you, right?
Yeah.
You backed away, and that's fine. Like it wasn't a bad play, it wasn't a horrible play. Like that was okay. But what you could have done, right, is place the turret here and stepped here, right? Because you denied him access to initiating onto you this way, right? And stepping here means you're gonna bring up your line like really far up here,
Okay.
right? And then you're gonna like put turret here, and you're gonna farm here, and Rek'Sai can't do this. And then what you got to do is you got to walk here and ward the bush, right? When Rek'Sai leaves vision,
Right.
right? And then you just bring your line up here, and you play aggressively, and you're relieving pressure for your entire team, right? They're not gonna get ganked.
Right. Right.
So, the
I'm
the
gonna
the
get
aggressive
ganked.
option, yeah, well, exactly, but you can handle the gank,
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true.
right? So, and like you're actually like at a point where you have an advantage, right? You could take this turret and place it here, right? If you want to actually like bait the fight out, like Cassiopeia would come up here, and you could just like, and Rek'Sai would like come this way, right? And you just walk straight out this way with your turrets.
Yeah.
Right? Like they can't do anything to you unless Rek'Sai flashes onto you.
Right.
That's
Okay.
the only way that they could do anything. So, and if that's the case, like you wasted a good 30, like 40 seconds of Rek'Sai's time, and you got it flashed. Plus you have heal. Now, in this specific matchup, like, because Rek'Sai actually is decent at ganking Heimerdinger, you could have taken exhaust.
Okay.
Right? Because like Rek'Sai would like flash onto you, right? You would just put exhaust on him, and then what can they do? Exhaust is really good on Heimerdinger against people who have to get it on him, because he just places stuff down and like exhausts you, and you don't do damage. So, yeah, like Zed would be really good against Xin Zhao, Jarvan. Exhaust is good.
Okay.
I still would suggest Ghost as your base.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I was starting teleport.
I actually like Teleport. I was gonna suggest that as well.
Yeah.
You could do like strategically,
Yeah.
Teleport has more value.
Okay.
Team fight wise, Ghost has more value because you're just able to get into positions so well, move your lines up, right? It's just really, really, and like Ghost lasts really long as well. So you see how he walked this way?
Yeah.
If you placed a turret here, that would have denied him that option.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
So. So this turret,
Yeah. It's useless.
right, it needs to be moved here,
Yeah.
right? Like, so how you got to be thinking about it is when you're moving your lines up, you got to be thinking about what turret is going down, right, and where, like what area of pressure that is going to leave, and like you're going to move that turret up. So if you're going to move this, it's going to be this turret that moves here,
Yeah.
right? It's going to be this turret that moves up here.
Okay.
This is the center turret. You
Yeah.
get what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not gonna take this turret down to place a center turret.
Right.
You're gonna take this turret down to place the left turret. You understand?
Yep.
Okay, so that's an important thing to know.
So yeah, I'm missing CS there.
Yeah, that's basic stuff. Like,
No, I just gotta get better at it.
yeah, exactly. Like,
But also,
I'm
if my turrets are further up, I wouldn't miss as much.
possibly, yeah. And his mana sustain is pretty decent.
The Qs cost nothing, man. The turrets are super cheap. It's the W. If you're spamming W, then he runs out of mana. But the Doran's Ring helps too.
The Doran's Ring and the passive. Okay, so you're getting ganked, right?
Yeah.
So what you want to do here, you're 6. You want to lay down your massive ass ulti,
Yeah.
right? The turret, and stun him simultaneously in your W, right? Because if you do that, like, this has to be reaction, right?
Okay.
It's just if somebody initiates onto you, right? So we'll practice this, okay? You have your 2 turrets down here, right? So you
Yeah.
have turret over here and turret over here, and you have a turret over here, but I don't think it'll respond. I'm not sure. It may or may not, right? But he dashed into you. When people are dashing,
Yeah.
right, they don't have the opportunity to use any other action besides flash. They can't use a skill, they can't do anything, and their ending location is determined.
Yeah.
Okay? So the first thing you do, right, is you lay your ult down, right? So when you see, like, the starting of the animation happen, right? So he's starting to come to you.
Okay.
Your ult gets laid down. Then he reaches about the halfway point. Then you aim here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you stun him with your thing. Then he's taking these 2 turrets, and then he's taking your ult, and then he's going to take your W, that massive damage W.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Alternatively, you could just stun him and use your, like, massive W cannon thing, like the rapid fire thing. I think your turret would do more damage.
Yeah.
Right? But your rockets would do more burst.
Right.
All right. Now let's see what you do here.
I don't think I do any of that.
That'd be funny if you actually just did all of that.
Yeah. No, I did not. I mean, I don't think I even. Oh, I did put down my ultimate.
Put the ulti down. That was good. But you don't. Yeah. Okay. So do you know what this skill does? Oh, where is it?
Yeah. I don't use my grenades at all. Yeah, I know.
You need it. Yeah. Your E is defensive. It's extremely necessary for when people are initiating onto you.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, whenever people initiate on a Heimer, they're very precise. Right? Like, you have to be in specific positions because it's so hard to, like, weave around Heimer's turrets, right? Because of that, it makes landing your skill shots a lot easier. So when they try to engage onto you, you just stun them in your turret. Right, and then it does a lot of damage. Another good thing to do is when they're running away is to slow them with it.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
But, like, you did 2v1 handle the gank, though, so good job.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess ease pressure on my other lanes.
So what you want to do here is you just want to W the wave and back.
Okay. I don't know what I'm thinking right now.
You're scared.
Yeah, I probably don't have enough money to buy my rod, or that's probably what it is. I wait 6
Or the gank was coming.
A moo close that out. Oh, moo I could have done way more. I don't think I did anything on that gank.
Sub P.
He didn't ping, and I didn't see him. I didn't even know he was there.
Mm-hmm. You were flustered here, so I can understand it.
Yeah.
But ideally, because of the gank.
Yeah, I should have been up.
Right. You should have been walking this way.
Yeah, at least get a W onto him.
Right.
And my ultimate might be up again.
All you needed to do was auto attack there.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you actually just auto attacked there.
Yeah.
You would have died.
Yeah. I didn't even see. I did not. Oh, I did do a W.
No,
that was a pretty good W.
You did land an auto attack, but you didn't get the extra auto attack you needed because you were
too far back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, usually I don't back until 1600.
So you should eliminate this. Like, use all your mana on this wave.
Well, my W is on cooldown.
She's backing.
Yeah.
So that means she's gonna scale.
Okay.
Okay. So because she's gonna scale, you need to scale.
Yeah.
You have to back here. So you have to use all your mana on this wave so you can just...
Here comes the Rex. Or not. No, he's backing it.
I'd say throw your E too, but...
I don't build no E.
And you should back to base.
Yeah, the rod gives me such a huge spike that I don't think I've even played a game where I haven't backed before rod.
I'm sure it's good, but you need to start playing with like the appropriate things because it's actually better for you to go the other item in a lot of cases. Seekers.
Yeah.
When you're facing like a Zed, when you're facing somebody, when you build Seekers, it instantly takes their level 6 all-in potential away from them. When you go double Doran's Blade Seekers, they can't all-in you. They can't 0 to death you. So it's really important for you to take it. Holy shit, there is a lot of AP.
Yeah, it's a good it's a good boost. Plus I start ring, plus I start 8 magic runes and mostly AP and 1 set of pen.
Okay, you don't want to be, when you're under your turret, like this,
Yeah.
you can't place your turrets further than here. Maybe a little, yeah, further than there.
Okay.
Right, so it has to be more like, it's an arc. It's like you're towering, right, because they'll have easy access to killing them.
Okay.
And poking you because you'll be preoccupied farming turrets. So you can't do that. You mainly, when I'm playing Heimerdinger, I don't even use my turrets underneath the turret. Right? I just use my W, my E, and my autos.
Okay.
That way I can save my builds for lane control. Or what she needs to try to do here is pin you here. Right? Like she needs to try to. It's a shame her blue buff is out, but she needs to try to just, like the new wave comes, she needs to push it. Right? Because if she can keep you pushed,
yeah,
it negates the fact, like the benefits of being Heimerdinger. But
yeah,
she doesn't have the mana sustain to do it. She also has really weird items. And, yeah.
good gank. Yeah. So that one is a lot more aggressive, where it's right in the middle instead of being back.
Yeah, placing it on top of the minion wave isn't good.
Okay.
Right. Like now this is a better one because the wave will never get up to it. But placing it on top of the minion wave isn't good, especially on top of yours, because they'll use a skill and it'll hit the minion wave and your turret.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fine if they hit 2 turrets, but
Yeah.
if they hit the minion wave and a turret, that means they're pushing and taking out your aggression. So they're defeating 2 parts of your strategy with 1 spell, right?
Right. Okay.
So. Ooh.
The W pokes.
The damages. Like imagine if you went Morellonomicon first item, or like after this, and you were just chucking those. Ooh, this. Okay, so here, you need to acknowledge, right, that this Cassiopeia is dead. Okay?
Okay.
So, you need to immediately make the decision to fight Rek'Sai.
Okay.
So the first thing to do is deny him the option to run this way.
Okay.
Right? So there's 2 ways to do that. Right? Are for you to walk this way, right? Or for you to place a turret right here.
Okay.
Okay? Then lay down your ulti turret
Yeah.
thing right here. Right? If you could get it right here,
Yeah.
that would be really good. Right? And then he'd either be forced to run away or yeah, you could also just place your chariot here and rapid burst him, and he'd run away. Alright, because you're level 8, he's level 6. He doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah. Let's see what I do. I probably crafted Cassiopeia.
So, yeah. See how he ran this way?
Yeah.
Right? When... Okay. Whoa, that's way back. At this point of the fight, right, it needs to click into your head, like, it needs to click into your head that you're going to be fighting here, right, that this is a fight, and that part of fights, at the end of it, they try to run away.
Yeah.
And you have to sort of foresee the paths that they're going to run away and cut those off during the fight, right, or setting up the fight and things like that. So the most optimal run path for him was this way.
Yeah.
Right, it would be so hard, like, it would be so hard for him to run up this way, right? And if he did run up this way, Anivia would have responded, most likely. It's bronze, so we don't know, or silver.
Mixed.
Yeah. So.
High bronze, low silver. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
okay.
it's you got to be in and out of, like you got to be positioning to cut off their thing, and you saw him use his tunnel, so he probably just only has his flash to do anything. So.
Yeah.
Strong though, so that's one thing. He is strong. He has damage.
So I put down my ulti.
Yeah,
Oh, he came back.
He's dead.
Amazing.
Oh, charity.
I don't know why he came back. He had an easy out there.
Yeah. He underestimated your damage.
Yeah.
I'm back. I guess you could take these tunnels out, but like Cassiopeia is now going to be in line. Right? So, and she has here and this item for whatever reason. Oh my.
Frostfang.
Yeah.
She's doing gold. She wants the gold. Burst that. I'm so happy you don't have to aim the turrets. That was my biggest thing in looking at oh, do I get killed here?
You have an ulti?
Yeah, I think so. It looks like I'm getting ready for it.
No.
No?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay, well, let's see what happens. Maybe I die. Oh, man, we're getting... Oh, this is hilarious. I thought Wukong was on my team, so I go back in thinking, oh, Wukong's here. I'm realizing, oh, crap, he's on the other team, but I still got Cass.
Yeah, but...
That is some bad team awareness.
Don't get hit by that. That's a nice grouping.
It's what?
A nice grouping. Why is this here? That's interesting.
This is what happens in silver, Warren, you know.
It's been a while since I've been there. It's actually a better game than I'd expect from Silver, though. This jungler's good.
Who, mine or
Yeah,
theirs?
the Yamuni.
Mine, the biggest problem was he never pinged, man. I didn't know. And it's bet my poor map awareness, but
Yeah.
I never knew when he was coming in, and so I was late, and I should have been
Yeah,
better.
but that's not his problem, though. That's your problem.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
if he pinged, that would have helped them more.
Of course. Right, but that's a workaround to the problem, not the solution. For you, it'll work better for you in the future if you just work on your map awareness, right?
Yeah, no, I know. It's not blaming him, but here he comes again.
Ooh,
Oh, the flash out.
the skill.
The flash out. Rek'Sai's here. Yep, going back.
You just you have to disrespect there. Like when your stats are like this to your opponent, so like let's just compare the stats here. So she has 48 AP, 71 attack damage, right, and 42 magic resist. Okay, those are the relevant stats. You have 81 attack damage, 202 ability power, and 30 magic resist. Right? Come on. It's a bullier. Right? Gotta use numbers. Speaking about bullying. Sniped.
The W poke.
Oh, pretty straightforward, yeah. Here, again. You could have done it, right?
Yeah.
So you see how these things, even though they're like rec size or they're like moment specific things that they happen over and over again,
Yeah.
you just gotta keep getting used to small things like that, small advantages,
Yeah.
small things to snowball off of. You're farming pretty well.
Yeah, I don't farm anywhere near as well as I do with Teemo. But
Well, you practice, you know, so.
Well, and I also run Hurricane.
But you have like 3 hurricanes working for you.
Yeah, it's true. But they don't always last hit.
Yeah, but you just have to be the one to last hit. Just focus on it.
Oh, here we go.
Zonya.
Zonya's.
You gotta go for her. W her.
Die. The slow.
You just ran.
Yeah. It was a 4-on-1. That's okay.
Let's go through this team fight. So that was an excellent Zonya's because look what you dodged.
Yeah.
Right, so
Ton.
you dodged a lot of damage here.
Yeah.
But now
It's still 3-on-1. And I use my ultimate.
wait, hold up. Let's take everything into account here. So Donner. Okay, so fuck. Pause button broke. So you should have ran upwards this way,
Okay.
right? And killed her with your W as soon as it came up.
Okay.
Right? And then place the turret down and you would have been able to run away.
Okay.
But you didn't place the turret down when you ran away. I can't pause now because of
No,
pause.
I put one down. I put one down.
Or
I did. I put one down here. See that mark?
where is it? Sorry,
This.
here.
Oh, here. I put it here on the way when I was
Okay,
running
yeah,
back.
but that turret wouldn't have done anything because 3 people were on you at that point.
Yeah.
Right, so like you have to place your turret in between. Whoa, what was that? I have to close this. Okay. So I'm gonna give you some mechanical things to.
Oh, no. Okay.
If you're gonna play Heimerdinger, you get like It's not gonna. I'm not gonna give you just a free ride on the character and be like, lay your turrets down and AFK.
Yeah.
Like that's not happening.
That's what I'm talking about.
So yeah. Stop the screen share. Am I still screen sharing? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, bless you.
Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna pick who has a low cooldown dash. Could you invite me, please, to a custom?
Oh, yeah. You're not screen sharing, by the way, but
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be in a custom, so
custom.
I want them to focus on your screen.
Freaking.
I got the whole like black screen flag thing.
Create game. So then let me just say to keep it on mine. Okay. Invite LL Gyro.
Who has
Indeed, a wise choice.
Did you ever play Command and Conquer?
Command and Conquer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I played Yuri's Revenge a lot.
But like the original Command and Conquer or Command and Conquer 2? I used to always build out sandbags so that I could attack with my turrets.
Mm-hmm.
Like Obelisk of Light. Remember that item?
Yeah.
I would build sandbags out so I could attack with my Obelisk of Light, which is usually supposed to be a defensive item. So here I am, attacking with turrets again.
We're back. Go back to your roots. Okay, so what I'm gonna so we're gonna hit level 3, okay?
Heimerdinger. Who am I going up against? Let's see.
Urzuru.
Oh, Ezreal. Ezreal. I think the one who did the most damage to me was LeBlanc, who kept jumping in and jumping out.
Yeah, and you're gonna need to, like, this is the technique you have to use against her. So.
Goggles on. Ez gives me a hard time because he can poke out the turrets.
That's fine. We're just hitting level 3, and I'm basically just gonna eat forward, and you're gonna try to hit me with your skill shots. I'm winning.
Should I not put anything down? Because you get gold for those, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't. Like, if you're facing a person that can kill them, like poke them, like Ezreal or Cass, then don't put them down.
Don't put them down.
Yeah, but if you're facing like a Zed, you can put them down. Ooh. Ah! Okay, look. Game hasn't even started yet. Let's go.
Trying to save my turrets!
Okay, so... Ah. This is so hard to lane.
Oh.
Oh my god, I have to focus so hard to dodge all these like. This is fun. Also helps that I don't have a Doran's Blade. No, you can only do it for so long. Okay, so we're 3 now. Okay, so when you get your cooldowns back. Okay. Oh, hey.
What? Are we not? What are we doing?
We were fighting. I just needed you to hit level 3, like I said before.
Okay. Do you want me to pause? You want me to go out?
No, now I need to show you something.
Okay.
So, go to like Dragon Pit.
Go to Dragon?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus, these guys. Hey, Heimer's pretty strong, bro.
No, dude, you weren't supposed to attack me. I wouldn't walk into your minion wave like that. I was actually fighting you. Okay, so don't kill it, please. Don't kill it, please.
Oh, okay.
I just needed to use my Qs on because it reduces the cooldown of my E. So what I'm gonna be doing to you, right, is I'm gonna be eating it towards you constantly.
What
Right?
are you gonna do towards me?
E, my blink,
Oh, okay.
teleport. Right, and what you're gonna do in response is you're gonna place a turret and fire your W. Okay?
Okay.
So you're gonna pay attention to the startup animation. Like the first time, don't react at all. Just pay attention to the startup. I'll do like a little like a little get up kind of thing, right? And then like you'll see some stuff apparate around me, and then I'll blink. When you see that startup happen, place the turret immediately.
In front of me? Or
Huh?
on me?
In front of you, on you, as long as it's gonna hit me.
Okay.
The further back, the better.
Okay.
But as long as it's gonna hit. And then fire like immediately after, fire your W. They should happen almost like at the same time. Okay.
Okay. So the first time I'm doing nothing.
Do nothing. Just pay attention to the startup animation. Focus on it. Okay.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yep.
Okay. So we.
Oh.
Sorry.
I saw something. It's like, I gotta jump. I gotta go.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to kill this. When I hit my Q on stuff, it reduces the cooldown of all my spells. So.
Oh man.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have your cooldowns?
Yeah.
Okay. The timing of your spells, like together, were correct, but your reaction time was slow.
Okay.
So as soon as you do it, just mash it. Don't think about it. Just hit the buttons. Okay. Ready?
No. Okay. Yeah.
That was good. Right, now what I want you to do, right, is instead of doing your, you have your grenade, right?
No.
Okay, go get your grenade. The whole point of hitting level 3 was for you to get your grenade. Go
Oh,
get your
sorry.
grenade.
Okay. I'm even level 4.
I said that at level 1.
Hold on.
At level 3, get your skills, and I'm going to show you something.
Okay, got it.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to E towards you. Right? And you're good. And so I'm gonna eat towards you, and I'm gonna be landing somewhere around like 3 Heimerdingers away from you. So if you were to clone yourself and place that, I'd be like, yeah, 3 Heimerdingers away from you, just about 2.5 maybe. Right? So you're gonna land your grenade on me.
Okay, I'll try.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, I got slowed. You have to hit me with the stun. Let's try again.
Okay. What? How do I hit you with the stun?
You have to hit me with the center of it.
Oh, hit you center. Okay.
If you read the skill, what does it say?
Enemies in the center of the blast stunned. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to be very precise with it, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Right? Now, what I want you to do here, right, is I want you to use all 3 spells, right? The order is turret,
Yeah.
grenade,
Oh.
and then your rockets. But it has to be really fast.
That's a hard one. Okay.
It is hard.
Let's see.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ooh. That's really good. Right, really, really good. What I want you to do is I want you to practice that mechanic, that specific mechanic. Right, we just built up to it. So you know how like LeBlanc pressures you, right? She dashes into you, right?
Yeah.
What you do is you step into.
Oh crap! Sorry, I don't even. Sorry. Hold on. I don't even know why that happened. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
let's get out of here.
So what you do is when like LeBlanc dashes into you, I can't see you. So okay. So when LeBlanc dashes into you, okay, you gotta turn that function off.
Okay. Hold on. Game.
Come on.
Auto attack. Okay, there you go. Okay, it's off. It's off.
Okay, so when she dashes at you, instead of actually, like, this is early when she's level 2, instead of walking away from her, walk in line of where she's dashing from and where she's dashing to, so it's a straight line, right? And walk as close to her as possible. Right? So like pretend where Scuttle Crab was like where you W'd from, right? So I'd be here, right? And then what you would do is you would fire your stun down to where she's landing, and you'd fire your missiles down to back where she's gonna be, her other option. Right? So she can cut her W short and not land there and just go back.
Okay.
Right? But she'll still get hit by your missiles.
Okay.
Right? Or she can land there and she'll get stunned. Right? And if she gets stunned, she'll get stunned on a turret and she'll eat the missiles.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
That's your answer to LeBlanc.
Okay.
Right? And she won't be able even level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like if your reaction time is fast enough, right? She won't be able to E. You'll be able to get it off and just walk away. Okay? That being said, if you're slow, you'll take a shit ton of damage, right? And it could possibly lose you the trade.
Yeah.
Right? So if you do it perfectly, Heimerdinger wins it 100% of the time. But every time you fuck up, or mess up rather, pardon my French, you will be getting, you'll be losing your lane. So it's something that does need to be practiced. So just practice in game, like in a custom, just standing still with your spells and focusing on a target and just unleashing it. You know?
Let's see if I can take dragon. With no items. No, he's gonna kill it too fast.
Yeah. No, you can't do it.
No. Holy crap, that's an angry dragon. I think if I had Zanya's or even my rod, I might be able to.
Oh. In this session, because we started a new champion, we do need to start with your character mechanics. So I do need you for the next lesson to be able to do that fluently. So do you think you can do that? That move?
I could try. I think
You play piano at all?
first step is actually using the grenade, because I never use it at all.
Make sure you get it level 3. You don't have to get it level 2, but make sure you get it level 3. It's really important for your defensive game. You don't harass with it, right? You just save it for when people try to get on you, and you just lay a turret and stun them, and then, like, stun and the damage will deter them from engaging further, because they have to move past the turret to go further, right? So, it's just a really good way to be defensive with Heimer. And as a defensive player. Oh! It's too early for me to have mechanics, okay? That is a lot of damage.
I don't have an item yet, man.
Yeah, I have a health regen item. I don't even have a trinket.
That's amazing. Yeah, that was another thing that I really sucked at early on was I never ulted on any ability except my turret.
Mm-hmm.
So I never like that one. I just did alt W, right? RW, which I never did before.
The only time you want to ult on your W is when you want to burst somebody.
Right, like there, right? Like in that one.
Like it's just like instant burst capacity. The times you want to use the cannon turret, right, are when it's going to be a sustained fight, right, or you need something big to tank some damage,
yeah,
right, or you're sieging a tower, right. So that one has more like versatility and ability.
Yeah.
The other one, it's not used often, but the only times you can use it, like it would be arguably be better to use all of the other ones. But another good time to use it is when you're like Heimer support or something. And you just, like, your Malphite ults and you just follow it up. It's good follow-up CC, you know?
Got it.
So, yeah, I'd have to see the damage on it because I'm not sure on the damage, but it could be good to use in a team fight too. Not entirely sure. So,
I'm sitting here thinking, why isn't he attacking? Oh, I turned my auto attack off.
yeah, turn that off.
I have 2 turrets. I'm going to go try to take dragon. I have a rod and arm guard.
15 minutes, rod, arm guard, Heimer.
So I don't have my Zanyas yet, but I'm going to see if I can take him.
Go for it.
Oh, thanks for that setup.
Again.
Oh, boo!
No! It's all ogre. Okay.
Dragon and the kill.
So you could probably do it with just a large rod.
Yeah, it was a little dangerous.
Right.
I think if I get
But like honestly, like 15 minutes, get large rod seekers, and you can just take dragons for like with vision. If you see their jungler top, just go and start it on your own. You know.
Yeah.
And one of Heimer's favorite things to do, by the way. So, come, I'll show you a trick.
Yeah.
So, this is what you have to do in your Heimer, okay?
Where? Where am I going?
Dragon Pit.
Dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Come here, crab.
So, whenever their jungler goes top, right, you just push your lane out and you walk down here.
Yep, yep. I love doing that. Yep.
Right? And you do dragon, okay? But how you do dragon, okay, is you set up your 2 turrets, right? Yep. To be right here, right, like right where I am.
I put him on the inside of the wall because then when the dragon comes and does his flying Buffy thing, if I put them out here, then they get blown out of range.
Okay, yeah. But I'm saying this is where you want them to be hitting him, is what I'm saying. Like, if you place it forward and it hits them out here, that's okay. But figure out where you got to place it so that they end up here. Okay?
Yeah.
One here and one here.
Yeah.
Right, this is where you want them. So that when people come to contest you, right, kind of thing, what you can do is you can place, right, so you place the bigger turret right behind you, right, and then you stand right here. Okay?
You mean my ultimate turret?
Your ultimate, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, and then you stand like right here.
Okay.
Right, so the dragon won't hit you. You'll be able to restock these turrets. You'll be able to solo dragon, and people will be able to get in on you. And if you have to, you can just walk here and flash.
Okay.
Right, so that's what you do. Right, if people come for you, they won't be able to get you. Now, the exception to this strategy is if they have a mid laner like Syndra who can just clear your stuff easily. But yeah.
My crab.
Alright, so you have any questions about the dongs?
No.
Well, what we went over today, you think you got it? You think you can do it by our next lesson?
I will try.
I don't want to hear that. I want to hear you can.
Try.
Can you?
I will
You
try.
believe?
I will do my best. Yeah, honestly, I think it's a good first start is getting me used to like even using E and putting my turrets further up.
Yeah, further up is definitely something. Like it's just what you have to think about is it's not about bringing it or putting it further up in general. It's about starting it neutrally and assessing like if you can bring it up or not. Right? Like if you push successfully to them, bring your line up. Right? And if you can maintain that line, you can win. Okay? So you have an appointment in 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I have one as well, so I have to get started for that. Do you have any questions going?
No, that's good. That's good.
All right.
Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you soon.
No problem. Take care.
Cheers.